What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Blue. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we are flying the Carenado Pilatus PC-12 from Geneve Airport to Lugano, Switzerland for a local charter. Let's hop inside and get started. Okay, welcome back to the flight deck of the Pilatus PC-12. Let's first off go back here and turn on our fuel shutoff valve. And then we'll go up to the top, close your ears. That's very loud. And then battery 1, battery 2, and that's good there. Let's go down here and get on our oxygen lever, just like that. Then up top, nav, beacon, and then we'll cycle the fuel pumps on auto. And really quickly, before we start the engines, let's make sure that the doors are shut. There we go. And on the iPad, we'll close the cargo door. Right there. Beautiful. All doors are shut. Static elements are removed. External power is removed. Let's go ahead and put that back where it belongs. And now let's start up our engine. Hold starter down for a couple seconds. Sound could be better, but alright. Condition lever is low idle. Let's go up top, Gen 1 and Gen 2. Reset and on, reset and on. No external power, let's get the avionics on. And standby bus off. Alright, interior lighting if necessary, not necessarily in this case. ECS set to auto. That is set. Inertial separator, that's gonna come on. And flaps 15. That's one click. And lastly, probe heat. Alright, let's hop into our GTN 750 from TDS and we'll put in our flight plan. I'm also gonna go on to Unicom 22.8 because I am on VATSIM today. So we're in Geneva LSGG. I'm actually gonna click on the airport because we have a departure to load in. So let's see if it'll allow us to do that. Load procedure, departure. It's gonna be the Malu for November, and it should be in here. There it is. There's Malu for November via Malus, which it has right there. Runway 4, low departure. Beautiful. Now we're gonna scroll down and we'll continue with our next waypoint after that. Actually, our next waypoint is an airway, so we're gonna click on that last waypoint and go to load airway and type in, or actually look for November 871. That's what we want. And we're gonna exit at Telno. So scroll down till we see that. There's Telno, load, and then we have another airway after that. So we'll click on the last waypoint, load airway, and looking for the Whiskey 112 all the way to Swtzerland. There it is, Switzerland, load, and we have one more airway, the November 850. So load airway, November 850, it's right there, and all the way to Odina, which is hopefully on the next page. There it is, and load that. And from there we'll go ahead and put in our final waypoint, which is our destination of Lima Sierra Zulu Alpha, Lugano, Switzerland. Alright, we'll click on the final destination and go to load procedure one more time, and this time we're going to go to arrival. And in the arrival we're going to pick Odin 7 Lima, so that's going to be this one. Yes, Odin 7 Lima. We don't have to choose a runway here, so load arrival, just like that. And then from there, we're going to click on our destination again, load procedure, this time pick approach, and we do want the IGS 01. Yeah, never heard of those before, but it's really cool, really interesting. So we're going to go with that. And for our transition on the IGS 01 approach, we're going to go to Caldo. Yes, sir. Beautiful. And we're just gonna hit load approach, do not activate, or it'll send you right to the first fix on that approach. All right, our flight plan is in just like that, and we will be flying IFR today, so 2116 is gonna be my transponder code. Alt reporting and enter. Our flight plan is all complete. Over to our map page, if we zoom out, we shall see we have our flight plan. We gotta zoom way out. Yep, I can see it. Lots of air spaces, all those squiggly lines out there. Let's go to CDI. It's going to set our GPS So we'll actually follow GPS and not the VOR that we have plugged in. And that is all. And for our altitude, we'll be cruising at 22,000 feet. So I'm going to pre-select that. We'll go ahead and sync our baro to the local barometric pressure, which is 1016. And we'll set our heading to our runway heading, which is 044. All right, brakes release. Beautiful. We are ready to taxi. Here comes our taxi lights. Since we're in the GA parking, we're gonna have to cross the runway to taxi. So we're gonna cross 04 at Zulu. Geneva traffic, Pilatus 16 Bravo crossing 04 at Zulu. And it also looks like traffic has changed to the opposite side of the runway, so we're gonna go ahead and taxi that way instead. Alright, so Pilatus 16 Bravo taxiing to runway 22 via Alpha, Geneva. I gotta say, this scenery is really good. Like, look at the detail. There's like a little construction area like beneath the runway. That's pretty cool there. This is actually my first time flying out of this airport. And even though I'm not flying an airliner out of here, I definitely want to. The airline area looks very good as well. There's a Saudi Arabia A320 waiting for us to pass by. But very well done, this airport. Alright, we've been told to taxi around this EasyJet A320. He's having some issues there, holding short of runway 22. But let's go and get our landing lights on. And wings and strobe lights on, recognition lights. Everything else looks good to go. We got our flaps set. And we are clear to take off runway 22. Yeah, looks like runway is clear, or is aircraft exiting the runway down there. And we'll line up right here. I actually think it's an aircraft taking off in the opposite direction. All right, runway is all clear. Condition lever, high idle. We are clear for takeoff. All right, power sets. Be ready on the rudder pedals as there's a very big pull to the right. Oh, a little bump in the runway. And airspeed is live. Eight knots and rotate. How's the rate? You're up. Alright, passing 2,000, gear is up. We're gonna stay runway heading, and we'll make a left turn when able here. Now is a good time. Alright, flaps up with the nose down a little bit. Alright, we extended our crosswind a little bit because I want to see what this thing was. It looks like some kind of fountain or something over there, which is really interesting looking. Also a pretty big train station and depot over there. Either way, I mean, this is not even the photogrammetry city, and it looks great. Alright, leveling off, passing 5,000 feet, or not leveling off, but going wings level, 5,000 feet. I got the flight director on, nav mode, arm, yaw damper is also on. Still flying it by hand. It feels very smooth, honestly, so far. Flaps are up, gear is up, and we're looking good. So we got Geneva Airport off our left wing still, and we're on the south side of the lake. on the French side, I believe. All right, heading towards our first waypoint, passing 9,600. It's a good time to go ahead and turn the autopilot on and IIS mode for our climb mode, as well as we'll turn on the soft ride and half bank. Not sure those are actually simulated, but obviously we want our passengers to have a good soft ride, so I'll hit the button anyways to see what happens. So here's 10,000 feet now, and the landing lights are going to come off. Taxi lights, wing lights, and recognition lights are going to go off. We'll go ahead and turn off the seatbelt signs for now. It's pretty smooth. They feel free to move as they need to. Oh my god, look how beautiful that is off our nose. We're still over the lake, departing from Geneva, but I mean, it's gonna be real hard to keep this video short because there's just so much to see on this route. Like, it's just so gorgeous, man. It's probably one of my favorite routes to fly. And I haven't even seen the whole thing yet. Alright, so we just leveled off at 22,000 feet, making really good time. We're only 22 minutes away from our destination and coming over to Swiss Alps now, and this flight has just been so gorgeous, so beautiful so far. I've really enjoyed it. Great day, kind of partly cloudy. There's a few scattered showers in the area, but been a very smooth ride for us. Looking forward to this approach, and the plane has been behaving just as I expected to so far. I don't have really any major complaints about the PC-12 itself. I mean, it is Carenado, so the modeling and texture work and visual quality is always, you know, top notch. But yeah, I've honestly enjoyed this plane. It's not super, you know, deep when it comes to system depth and realism and things like that, but honestly I'm not too worried about that because it's good enough for me to actually get out here and enjoy flying it. And that's what matters to me, is to have an aircraft that looks good and actually works. I'm able to fly IFR with the autopilot and not crash into anything. That's really what it all comes down to. So looking forward to getting into our approach, but until then, we'll enjoy the trip, enjoy the ride, and enjoy the view. Yeah, down about 1,600 feet per minute. There we go. Alright, vertical speed is engaged, just past the top of the descent. Doesn't matter what direction you look out here, it's just the view. It's just gorgeous. Really interested to see what the view's gonna look like on approach. I haven't checked the weather yet. I probably should. You can see there's a bit of some low clouds and fog out there in the area, and it might even be snow. Who knows? Okay, I have the weather in Lima Sierra Zulu Alpha Lugano. It is, winds are variable at 1 knot, broken clouds, broken at 5,000 feet, temperatures 13, dew point 13, QNH 1021. So visibility might not be so great when we get there. We shall see. But let's go ahead and put our QNH in 1021 and get that out of the way. Descending past 19,000 feet, and we actually need to descend a bit faster because we're above our glide slope. So we're going to drop down about 2,000 feet per minute. And for those of you wondering what an IGS approach is, it's actually a localizer type directional aid, kind of like an LDA. IGS stands for Instrument Guidance System. It's a localizer based instrument approach to an airport. It's used in places where, like, due to terrain and other factors, the localizer antenna is not aligned with the runway. So it's going to be kind of like an offset ILS approach is what we're expecting into Lugano. All right, we are now in the procedure turn into the IGS runway 01 into Lugano. Let's get the landing lights and wing lights and recognition lights. All the lights are going to come on for our approach here into our airport, and aircraft doing a pretty good job flying the full approach. Again, it's going to be an offset approach, so it's not going to be perfectly aligned. We're definitely going to have to use some visual guidance, but making our left turn around. That airport is actually at our 8 o'clock behind us, so making a bit of a left 180 in a way. Oh man, as you can see ahead of us, this is going to be quite a sketchy approach. We're already just above these mountains. I'm actually going to go ahead and arm the approach mode just so that we can have that ready to go when we do get there. We're turning back around towards the airport, so the airport is somewhere in all of this fog of war. We get nice and slow and take this approach easy. And you can look down here at our middle screen, localizer is right there, and there is the line. All right, let's see if approach mode will work in this aircraft. So we just passed our glide slope meter. Looks like it did not work. So we're going to fly it manually. That's going to be tricky. So autopilot off, the auto damper off, my controls, pull the power all the way back. We are on a very short final. Once again, all right, let's go flaps down. We might have to go around here. We'll have to see how things pan out. All right, gear is down and 3 green. Like I'm flying in the blind right now. All right, here comes a localizer. We're going to get lined up with that. We're still above the glide slope, and we overshot. Still no visual on the airfield. And matter of fact, we're actually catching the glide slope. There it is right there. I'm gonna level off to try to capture that. And oh, I see the runway. And we were definitely too fast to go for that. So we're gonna go around for sure. Missed approach. Now we know where it's at though. Not sure why the approach mode didn't work. I might have needed to switch. No, it did. The GTN automatically put us in nav mode, so I don't know why it didn't work. So we'll pull up and try it again. This has to be one of the most dangerous places to maneuver like this. All these mountains. If it wasn't for that GTN 750 down there, I would be completely lost. All right, we're trying it again. Gears down, flaps down. And I am searching for the airport. Localizer's locked in. And it looks like we overshot it, but we're much lower this time. Yeah, this is super unlegit, the way we're flying this right now. You can see why it's not a typical ILS here. No, it's this way. All right, here we come. Just off to the left of the localizer, 1.5 miles out. Definitely probably the most dangerous place to fly through the fog. Gears down. I actually do have visual of the runway. Such a cool little airport. Too bad we can't see it. And here we come. Idle power. Let it glide in. Flaps are down. Power, power. All right. There it is, and reverse. And we made our exit. Oh, by some miracle, we made it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lugano, Switzerland. that didn't go exactly as planned, but honestly, I still really enjoyed the flight. I mean, the en route portion was just gorgeous, so I mean, you can't take that from me. Really enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed riding along with me as well. And until next time, remember, you have 3 choices: give up, give in, or give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time, next video. I'm out.